Howdy, folks. What's going on? This is the Outlaw Hatfield here once again. Been an interesting day. I've got one watching now. I don't know who that is. So, whoever you are, welcome to the chat. First of all, let me apologize for saying I didn't actually get the show on the air on Monday. I got the show on the air at 1 o'clock Tuesday morning, but things happen and, you know, I do the best I can when I can. So, with that being said, let me introduce my two guests, and I've got more links out there. Gizzard Gary, how are you, buddy?
Doing good, Ellis. How are you?
Like I said, I have had a pretty damn good day. I really have. I cannot complain one little bit. And of course, we have Black Cat, also known as RL. How you doing, buddy? And I think we might have lost him.
Yeah, he said he might be out of range for a bit.
Yeah, that's okay. He knows the link to get back here when and if he decides to. Hey, Gunpowder, how are you? Gunpowder, would you like a link? Ozzy, how are you, buddy? The regulars are all showing up and rather early. Yep, there goes Ariel.
There's
Midnight. Yep.
range.
Midnight, I sent you a link if you would like to jump in here. It's all yours, buddy. Uh, Hold on, Gunpowder. Let me get you one sent out there. You can tell the other half he can jump in here too if he wants to. Let's see.
Sparta.
Let me see. Gunpowder, I do not have your email address for some reason, which is weird, but I do have you on the gun channel side, so what I'll do is I'll just send it there. Oop, what the heck? Okay, I know what I did. Get back, get back. Ah, there you are. RL's back. I think, maybe, possible.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got her back.
yeah, that's good. So, hey, Biker Bob, how you doing? Georgia Rebel. Espada, how are you, buddy? Guys, Espada, I don't know if any of y'all out in the chat has ever talked to this kid. He's a great kid. Got a lot of sense. He's stuck out in California like our buddy Knives, so he's another one we're going to have to rescue from that communist state.
Biker Bob. Ooh.
Hey. Bob, would you like an invite? Michael G, how are you, buddy? And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are simulcasting over on the gun channel side tonight, so we are in both places. Once again, I didn't know G Webs had it back up until last week. So,
Okay, and you let everybody know you were live so you don't get in trouble with G, right?
actually, I did not post it out in the lobby, mainly because I can't figure out how to get back to the lobby.
Wait.
But Gary, if you can get there and you would like to post that for me, I would be very appreciative.
Let me see what I can do here, sir.
Mm.
I have
I
very
can
few talents, but
I can always count on the gizzard.
Thank you for the link.
You're very welcome. How you doing, Alaska? Espada, I am doing pretty good today. I went out to Night Strikes, did some shooting, got some things worked out there. I got to tell you guys that I love that GP 100, and she is shooting right on target. So, and I love those night sights. I could not be happier when I took those standard sights they had on them off and put those nuts on something. Man, it made a world of difference. Literally night and day. Then I got the Wyndham worked out, got it sighted in finally. Um, I had a 3-shot group right there at the end that I was just real happy with. So what I'm going to do is go back later on, get the other, hopefully get there early enough to get everything worked out. I don't know if you guys caught the video I put out earlier yesterday, but I was talking about that and talking about how I was at Night Strikes and we went through everything, got everything working out pretty good. Now Night Strike actually recorded quite a bit of what went on yesterday and should be releasing the video tomorrow or the next day. The issue is I don't know if he's going to be releasing this over on GunTube or he's going to release it both on GunTube and YouTube. Hopefully he does both, but I ain't making any promises. But yeah, you can actually see me doing some shooting. So it was fun. I shot his AK a little bit. So
Sweet.
Yeah, told me he'd sell it to me for $500, and I'm like, $500? You lost your damn mind, Lord. That's like a certain person that expected me to pay to be on his chat last night. You hear that? God.
I didn't hear about that. What?
Oh yeah. That's what he said. Well, he said he wouldn't give me a wrench unless I was paying him. And I was like, well, I didn't think that was kosher. I really didn't. But it is midnight show, so I decided to go pay the dues.
Oh, whatever. Tell him to go suck a fart out of a unicorn's butt. Mohawk boy.
Well, he said it sounded delicious, by the way.
He would. Out of everyone out there, he would think it'd be delicious to suck a fart out of anything's butt. Weirdo.
Well.
I mean, this is the man that thinks twat waffles are delicious.
Hey, I am paying you. I am paying for you there, Midnight. I am part of your Patreon now, which basically means, you give me a wrench so I can moderate your chats.
That means he works for you.
Well, see, here's the thing. I've already gave him a wrench. I gave him a wrench a long time ago because he was crying about it.
Yeah, he is kind of a titty baby.
It's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah, we gotta get you a wrench. I mean, that's just being mean, Midnight. You can't have a wrench on somebody's channel and not give them a wrench on yours. That's just being selfish. Don't make me tell your boss.
Well, he says that the wrench is a Patreon perk, and I can understand that. That makes sense.
Patreon, what is that?
Yeah. That's where we get to pay him for his content.
You mean Mohawk Boy actually makes content? Who would have thought?
Yeah, it beats me as well. It's just one of those things. Hey, Ghost, what's going on, buddy? By the way, Ghost, I watched the end of Matt's chat, and I gotta tell you, the 1 and 2 was pretty damn good. I can't really complain about that. But Stripes should have been number 3. Stripes should have been number 3 on that list. Period. That's what I get for leaving.
Yeah, I didn't see the end of it. What was number one?
Oh, Lord, now my mind has it was Ghostbusters was number two, and if I'm not mistaken, it was shit. Ghost, what was number one on chat on the match chat tonight? Stripes was one of my favorite freaking movies of all time. And I don't understand how the Princess's Bride was. I don't consider the Princess's Bride a comedy. It's a great movie, but I don't consider it a comedy. It's got some funny scenes, but I don't consider it a comedy.
One of the funniest ones I ever saw, and he don't get much
That's
credit
right,
for it.
Spaceballs.
But
Spaceballs was number one.
I thought What About Bob was funnier than hell.
Yeah, if I was going to say top five, it would be Spaceballs. I could agree with. Ghostbusters would not have made the top five at all. Probably Cannonball Run number two. Stripes number two. Cannonball Run number three. Because if you don't like Cannonball Run, there's just something wrong with you. There's a mental block there somewhere that you need to get worked out. Number four would probably, for me anyway, number four would probably have to be Weird Science because I love that movie. And let's see, number five. Uh, it's a hard decision because there's so many good ones out there when it comes to five. No, I don't give wrenches because people like me, Midnight. People naturally like me. Which is weird. People naturally like me, but why is that? Why do I only have what 8 Patreons? It don't make sense. It just don't make sense.
Now, prior to last night, I only had I only had four, and then I picked up three last night. So
I don't understand why I only have what 8 Patreons. That's come on guys. Apparently they don't like goat guns that I'm giving away every month. It's weird.
Something's wrong with people.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not in this for the money. I
what are
am not
you
in
gonna
this
do
for the
your
money.
patches on your stickers, Ellis?
Dude, right now I can't afford the patches and the stickers to be quite honest with you.
That logo would look great on a patch.
Yeah, it would. Ghost did a damn good job on this logo. He really did. He also had some help from Too Hottie. So between the two of them, I think they come up with something amazing. I
Also,
love it.
good challenge coin too.
I never thought about that. I never really thought about the challenge coin thing. But Gizzard, how are you tonight? What's going on in your day today? What went on with you?
Worked. That's about it. Worked till 7 o'clock like usual. And pretty much it. Got up, went to work. Rained all day. Let's see. I got woke up. 2 hours before my alarm went off by the weather radio telling me a hailstorm was going through. It went off 3 times, so I had to get up and shut that silly thing off. So that's one reason I was kind of tired. I didn't get my beauty sleep last night. Other than
Well,
that,
hey, when was the last time you got your beauty sleep there, Gary?
well, judging from the way I look in the mirror in the morning, I'd never get enough.
I think you could probably sleep for 6 months straight and it wouldn't help much. You could go into a coma for a year, hibernate. I don't think it's going to improve anything. Not that I'm one to be talking.
You gotta say you've been tossing and turning in your sleep too, bud.
But let me tell you something. I know I look like the north end of a southbound mule. Ain't got no issues with it either. I ain't trying to impress nobody.
Yeah,
I got a good woman and she likes me. That's all that matters.
I got a cat.
Yeah, I guess that's something. Yeah.
I've
See,
had I've had my share of the gals in my time. I don't think I'm up for that anymore.
oh, come on, Gary. We'll have to find you one. I bet Gunpowder knows several women that would love to have you.
They'd probably be wild gals though.
And
If
probably
they run too
blind.
fast, I
Well,
catch.
in all fairness, I do know a lot of gals, but do you want them crazy or sane? Because if you want them sane, I don't know any girls like that. I mean, I'm in Texas, so they get as crazy as they come in Texas.
Yeah, I'll bet
Yeah.
they do.
Mine's got some Mexican heritage, so I got to be careful with her. It means she's got a temper somewhere. I just ain't seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, give it time; it'll come
Oh, I
out.
know. Yeah, I know.
But
Michael.
that's some damn good cooking right there.
Michael. Yes, she can cook. Oh God. Michael, if you want to join, get in on the goat gun giveaway, all you have to do is go to the Outlaw Hatfield on Patreon and donate $1. For every dollar you donate, up to $5, you get an entry. In other words, if you enter, if you support for $5, you get 5 entries. $1 is one entry, $2 two entries, and that's the way we've been going. It. I've been giving these things away now for this is a make swap the third month.
And I ain't won one yet.
Well, I'm sorry. RL won one. And who was the other winner? Lord, I can't even remember. I know I shipped it out. I don't even know if he got it yet. I'm gonna have to check my email right here. Uh, let's see. Who did I? Jared. Jared won the last one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Jared won the last one. I need to see him and see if he actually got it yet. I want to email him because he should have gotten it by now. Take care, RL. Hey, Ghost, would you like the link to get in here, buddy?
Jump on in, Ghost.
I'm sure he's hanging around on the gun channel side. He's easy enough to get a link to.
I heard my name. What'd I do?
But
I don't think anybody mentioned you.
Oh,
Not that that's a bad thing.
not
We
yet.
are.
We haven't anyway.
Um,
might have been somebody in the back room then.
oh, the hubby's hollering at you.
Somebody is. Either him or Tardot Jr.
Okay, Midnight. What is the favor that you need? When Midnight starts asking me for favors, I get worried.
I would too. It's midnight. You don't know what kind of favor that is.
And no, I ain't getting you a beer. And I damn sure ain't fixing you a sandwich.
That sounds good. I need a sandwich.
I need some waffles.
Try and keep it PG-13 on my show. Okay. I'll keep it PG-13. I promise. I thought I kept it pretty clean last night. Okay. Trying to keep it a little more family friendly. Oh well. Okay. Wait a minute. Before we go any further, I gotta clarify something. Are we talking normal family or like Biker Bob family?
Biker Bob family is all the kind of family I got. There ain't no PG with my family.
No. Well, see, if we're going by Biker Bob standards, then PG-13 could be anything from gratuitous violence to you know softcore porn.
My family, there's at least 60 to 80 F bombs being dropped.
Taradot is Are you complaining, Taradot? Is that what I see there?
Oh, he better not be complaining. I'll be whooping him.
It looks like he's complaining. What the hell's going on here? We got a whiskey runner, some gunpowder, fried chicken. It sounds like a bad joke. Hey, midnight is not a bad joke, Tardot. I want you to take that back right now. Midnight.
Take back, or I'm gonna whoop you.
Midnight is not a bad joke. He might be a bad cook, but he's not a bad joke. He said he ain't taking it back. So
that's all right. I'm about to be making a YouTube video of him getting his butt whooped.
You know, I think that one would probably want to put on Pornhub, not YouTube.
I says what I says. Whatever.
Yeah. And he means what he says.
Or as my daughter says, does what she wants.
Lord have mercy. See, how do we end up going down these holes?
Tardot joined the chat.
Well, that's okay because I'm sending him a link if he wants to get in here.
Oh my goodness. There goes the neighborhood.
I just sent him a link on the gun channel side. If he ain't on his phone, he might be able to get it.
Whoops.
Oh, even if he is on his phone, he can get it through gun channels. That's how I've been joining on a few others. Midnight says, Tardot said he ain't scared of you. Whatever. He ain't got to be scared. He's just got to have some common sense.
Hey, we all know who wears the pants in Tardot's family.
I don't like pants.
And it ain't Tardot. any man that let his woman steal his 1911, man. Come on now. It's
in his defense, he didn't really have a choice in letting me steal his 1911. I just kind of did it. I'm one of those, I don't really ask. You know, it's easier to ask for forgiveness after it's done.
Yeah, I can see your point. Tardot, how you doing, buddy?
Well, she pretty much explained it.
Yeah, yep. She speaks for you often, apparently.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
That's good.
Kind of am.
11.
Well,
I mean, he's a grown man. He can talk for himself.
If you want to know my opinion, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah, I've been talking for years. I know how to do it.
Mama.
What, baby?
My piece on my tail. My nail.
You want me? Oh, okay. You want me to paint your nails? Sure, let's do this thing.
Well, Tardot might want you to paint his too while you're at it.
Maybe it's
hot pink, maybe.
I'd rather do them red. Do a bright red, like sexy jungle red.
Sexy jungle red. Okay, we're gonna.
I wouldn't even know what color that would be.
It's kind of like candy apple red on a Mustang.
So it's red is pretty much all you got to say. You got to understand, we're guys. You know, all the different shades don't necessarily make a difference to us.
Yeah, it's red. Okay, it's just red.
The fanciest color I know is chartreuse, and the only reason I know that is because I fish with that color a lot.
My daughter tells me I'm colorblind anyway.
You know,
Michael says Tardot would look good in the emo purple.
I'll tell you what gets me is you see something and you call it pink, and then somebody comes right behind you and they say, "No, that's purple." Dude, I've been looking at pink my whole life. I know what pink looks like, but that's purple.
Could be lavender too.
I know what lavender looks like. I ain't colorblind. No, there's pink and there's purple. And somehow or another, there's this pathway between the two.
What I'm doing.
That's in like a gray area. It's either pink or it's purple, depending on who you ask.
I never have figured out. You go in the makeup aisle and you look where they have the nail polish, and they must have 150 different shades of that shit in there. It's like,
yeah,
How many different colors do you need?
Pink.
A lot.
Okay, it's these women that I've seen lately have got this thing going on where they'll have their nails painted like 2 or 3 different colors.
Okay, that's just stupid in my
And,
opinion, but you know, whatever floats the boat.
and they do this on purpose.
Yeah.
And they
No.
go out and they pay lots of money to have it. And I'm sitting here thinking, why can't you buy 3 bottles of fingernail polish and just do that shit yourself? Stripe here, stripe here, stripe here, you're done.
My daughter does. She's got these kits and stuff where you can put designs on your nails. And stuff.
Yeah, I do my own. I ain't going and paying somebody else to do it for me.
She loves doing it. But my God, she's got a whole table full of stuff. I had to buy her a table just so she'd have a place to set all that stuff.
We got a whole
Can you talk to
bathroom
my
full of
husband
stuff.
about it?
You talking about
I
you
got a
bathroom?
drawer. I would love to
Oh,
have a
oh.
table.
Let's not have that discussion online about having just a drawer.
Do you have your own bathroom tarred up where you can sit in peace? And
No, but I need one, I think.
It's called an outhouse, brother. Just a
and
little
all
big
the
hole.
walls and just a couple gun magazines and stuff, and 7 rolls of toilet paper.
I would love to try that desert camo look, Ghost. I think it'd be awesome on my nails.
Okay, I have a question. How do we get on this subject?
I'm not quite sure.
Your
I'm not
chat.
quite sure.
Your chat.
Yeah, I know it's my chat, and I still don't know. It's weird.
Okay,
You let the
let my
nail
nails
polish
dry.
subject come up.
Yeah,
Let mine
probably.
dry. Okay, and then I'll paint yours. I
You
promise.
see, I'm a cheap sumbitch. I don't even pay for a haircut. Okay, when I want my haircut, I got some buzzers at the house. I plug them into the wall. I scalp myself, and I leave it at that. I'm good for a month.
That's
Yeah.
what I did.
I got a cordless set that I do mine with, and see how good a job it does now. Woo!
See, I don't go that far down, but yeah, I scout myself a bit.
Well, I'll let it go a couple weeks. I cut it short enough I can go 2 or 3 weeks between haircuts.
I've noticed that when I cut the hair off the top of my head, my beard grows faster. That's weird.
So
It's weird.
guns are cool.
Yeah,
Guns
especially your 1911.
Yeah. Like I said, there should be some video coming out of me shooting at Night Strike's place today. So we had fun. Even the girlfriend got out there today. She shot a gun for the first time, guys.
Nice.
The
Yeah,
girlfriend.
I saw you sneaking a picture or sneaking video of Night Strike getting his mail.
Yeah. He was looking for his CCW. It wasn't there. So
See, I kind of wish it was there because I'd be curious to see his reaction. If he starts jumping up and down and getting all excited and spikes the rest of the mail on the ground and
I got it.
It's here. It's here.
Start doing the happy dance.
Now in Kansas, when I got my card saying I could go get my picture taken, as soon as I went and got the picture taken, they gave me a little temporary license, which was just a piece of paper that I put in my wallet, and I had to wait 2 weeks for the card, but I could still legally carry with that piece of paper. It's kind of like your driver's license. They do the same thing with that.
see, they do that with the driver's license here, but they won't do that with the like carry license or anything.
But the hell of it is, it was already constitutional carry when I did it. So I didn't need the silly license anyway.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, though, it's probably good to have. That way, if you go to another state and they start raising hell because you don't have one and carrying a gun, I got this. It's
it's also damn handy when you go to buy a gun and they ask you, do you have a CCL? And you just hand it to them. They say, thanks, you just saved me 10 minutes. And
exactly.
Yep,
exactly.
same thing.
Of course, now that this fix Nix things has went through, who knows how that's going to work out anymore.
Well, hopefully the people who have CCLs will be vetted good. You would certainly think so.
Lord, we done lost tar dog and gunpowder.
Well, they're kind of
Tardot's back.
tethered together.
Yeah.
I don't know
She
which
left.
one first. Let's see.
She left and drug him with her.
Yeah,
No. If he sits there and knocks me off again, I'm gonna whoop his butt.
it says Tardot left first. Yeah. Dang it.
See, he dragged me out with him.
Well, it's all because she had to walk where I'm at and decided to stand close by.
Oh.
I was getting
Don't-
my cigarettes, sir. Don't be getting sassy with me.
Tardot, I think she'd take you.
You think she's what?
I think she would take you.
In my head, I'd totally whoop his butt, but he's 6'4" and like 220 or something. I don't really think my odds are in my favor, but I'm gonna give it all I got if it ever comes to that. Don't you worry. That drunk time that you asked me to smack you is gonna be 10 times worse if I gotta get you.
Yeah, I about got into it with a guy like that one time. He was about, oh God, 6'7", 6'8". I had to look up at him, and I had made the decision that there wasn't no way in hell I was gonna hit this dude in the face. But I intended to tear his ankles up if it come down to it. I was gonna kick the shit out of his ankles.
I was married to one time. It was 4'11". And I'll tell you what, you didn't mess with her because if she got her temper up, she would come flying at you.
I just love the fact that every time she talks about my height, I grow an inch or two.
Yeah.
Listen, when I was talking about you last night, you were 9'7", so just keep that in mind.
Dang.
One of these days, some dude's gonna approach you and be like, "You ain't 9'7".
How tall are you, Gunpowder?
I'm 5'7".
No. My girlfriend is 5'10". I mean, she's as tall as I am, or maybe even a little taller. So, and she carries it quite well.
That's the thing about tall girls is they can sit there and pack on the extra 20 pounds and it doesn't even look like it. The shorter you are, you can't pack on those pounds because then you start looking round.
Oh,
tall girls got it for them.
Guys are the same way. Hell, I weighed when I was in high school. I was up over 300 some pounds. I looked like a ball. If somebody decided to dribble me, they wouldn't have much of a problem. But since then I've lost quite a bit of weight. Thank God. Let's see. Michael says he's 6'1". You're taller than I am, brother. Have you ever noticed that people who are like guys, especially guys who are like 5'8" to any lower than that, had got this mouth on them. Their mouth makes up for their lack of size, I think.
I put that right up there with those little bitty dogs. It's that
Chihuahua
size complex. They got the bigger bark because they're making up for their size.
Now you realize I'm 5'7", right?
There you go.
That's all right.
There you go.
I was just about to say, you realize that both Ghost and Clover have said the same thing.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
That's okay, but if it came down to it, I bet you
Ghost in on this conversation.
Ghost and Clover would probably knock out somebody that's 6'7" or 8 foot.
See, I always hung around with friends and stuff in high school that was 6 foot tall or better. So,
Ghost don't remind me of somebody that would actually go out looking for trouble, but I'm sure that if it came his way, he would not back down in the slightest.
I wouldn't challenge him.
I'm a big fan of the taller they are, the harder they fall.
Well,
it's like that commercial. I may be short and fat, but I can knock you over.
I may be short, but I can get on my knees and go through the legs and kick them in the back.
What was it Patrick Swayze said in Roadhouse? You take out the knees. That's it. They can't stand. They can't fight.
Yeah, my dad always taught me to either.
Look there. Who went out first that time? Gunpowder went out first.
Gunpowder went out first that time. Oh.
Gunpowder went out first that time.
That was gunpowder
Yeah.
that time.
Yep.
Listen, I'm out in the garage minding my own business. Minding my own business.
It's a nice picture of your light.
Oh, sorry. I thought I turned off the camera.
Oh,
Oops.
Ghost? I thought you were smoking a cigarette and going to bed, and here you are still hanging around. Not that I'm complaining. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, how are you?
Speaking of kitties.
Yeah. Gun Channel's own Kitty. Here.
Yeah. That cat looks like it could take me down.
Oh yeah. He's a killer.
Hardot, I really need a cat. Look how cute he is. He's so fluffy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gary feeds him the other cats in the neighborhood.
He eats better than
I want a puma.
Yeah, well, the cat I want, I'll never be able to afford. $5,000 for a cat's just a bit out of my budget.
This is 15.
A what cat?
A $5,000 cat.
Yes, midnight.
What kind of cat do you want?
He wants one of those lynx.
I want a Savannah cat.
I saw a fly.
If you haven't seen a Savannah cat, look them up. They are gorgeous. And they're as big as dogs. And bigger
See,
than
I'm not
some
worried about
dogs.
a cat. I want a bull mastiff.
That would be a cool dog
Listen.
to have.
I would totally love to have a bull mastiff. Why don't we have one? Can we have two?
Can you afford to feed them?
Absolutely.
Them things can eat now.
I'll feed them the cats in the neighborhood.
And if you fed them the cats in the neighborhood, what's the Chinese place is going to serve? You can't do that.
Sure I
Come on
can.
now.
My neighbor's got 12.
Come on now.
There was a Chinese food place or something around here that did get in trouble for selling cat meat. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah, but it's also like that barbecue place in East Texas that got shut down for cooking the cats and the dogs in the neighborhood. It's some damn good barbecue from what I hear, but once they got caught that they were cutting up animals, it got shut down real quick.
This might come to a shock to you, but if it's a barbecue place, they're probably cutting up animals anyway. Mostly pork and beef, grant you, but
Well, yeah, but like when you're getting the pets kind of animals, that's when people get frowned upon on it, and it's like, well, it's meat, isn't it?
well, there are people that keep cows and pigs for pets.
Yes, and chickens and everything else, and I just look at it, and I'm like, man, if I had a pig as a pet, I'd call it bacon bits.
I'll tell you.
That's what I was about to say. Is that's all those pigs are? Those are just bacon bits.
Yeah,
It'd be dangerous to have one of those around this house.
I will tell you a story, and I have always said my whole life the one thing you do not do is name any animal you intend to eventually put in a frying pan. Well, I've got a brother-in-law, or had a brother-in-law. He passed away last year. Big, tough Marine, gung-ho as you can get. And he got this turkey, and he intended on frying this turkey in his deep fryer on Thanksgiving. That was the big plan. Well, he made the mistake of naming this turkey, and he got attached to this turkey. And come Thanksgiving, he went out to cut this turkey's head off. He couldn't do it. He broke down. I thought he was going to cry over this turkey because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And I was like, Lord have mercy, man, come on. Well, I like the bird. I was like, oh man, you screwed up. You named it, didn't you? Yes. You can't do that. If you're gonna name an animal you intend to eat, if it's a pig, you name it pork chop. If it's a cow, you name it hamburger.
You see, I have to disagree with naming animals that you're going to eat because after you slaughter them, it makes it a lot easier to keep them straight in the freezer when they're all wrapped up. You just label the package. This is Fred. That was Elma.
Bessie.
Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense too. Hey,
I'd totally name an animal I was going to eat. But I'm a little sadistic like that. So,
I usually name them like dinner or lunch.
breakfast, snack, brunch.
Go out and get 2 or 3 pigs. Let's see. Your ham hock, your bacon, and your pork chops.
Breakfast sausage, hot links.
There you go.
We're going to turn you into summer sausage because you're going to be delicious with jalapeno and cheese.
Is Midnight still hanging around the chat? He has to be.
I think he said he was going to bed.
No, he ain't went to bed. He's still listening. He's using them Chef Jedi powers on us. Every time.
Yeah, Ghost went to bed. Midnight still, I think, floating around.
Yeah.
Some.
Midnight has this ability to get inside your head in any chat you're around, and somehow or another, it always gets flipped around to food. It's a Jedi mind trick that only chefs have. I'm telling you, he is literally the Chef Jedi. This is not the bacon you are wanting to eat.
I didn't know they taught that at the Waffle House.
I didn't either, brother. I didn't either.
They teach a lot of things at Waffle House.
Well, I could ask my girlfriend. She works there. Baby, what do they teach at the Waffle House?
Man, I'm hungry.
I'm
Oh.
Yeah, they may teach you a lot of things at the Waffle House, but one of the things they always forget to teach you is how to get over eating their food.
Hey, I like Waffle House food now. Come on.
Man, Waffle House food is delicious when you're drunk. It's the perfect cure for not waking up with a terrible hangover.
That or White Castle.
We're in Texas. We ain't got no White Castle.
Griff's.
I'm jealous. Griff's is good if they'd stay open 24/7.
You have a Jack in a Box.
Jack in the Box is right down the street. It is pretty good, especially those dog food tacos.
I'll tell you what, the best cheeseburgers I have ever got in my life were
Whataburger.
No. You go to these out of the way diners that nobody visits. You know, the ones on the side of the road somewhere that don't pick a whole lot of traffic up. They will serve the best burgers in the fucking world.
You're mistaken because there were people that visited. That's how they got the burgers.
No kidding, but you know.
See, though, being raised in Southern California, we had In-N-Out Burger, and if you've never had an In-N-Out Burger animal style, you almost haven't lived, because as fast food goes, In-N-Out is the best fast food burger on the face of the planet.
Whataburger's definitely got the best out there, but I've had In-N-Out too, and I still think Whataburger has got the best.
Well, I've never had either, and that's the first time I think I've ever heard of In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger is one of those that it's good, but you need to be close to a restroom because as soon as you eat it, it is coming out.
That's why they call it In-N-Out, huh?
Yeah. It's a good burger, but
yeah, their animal style is awesome, especially get it on fries and everything. It's good.
But, well, the girlfriend is apparently listening to this because she's in there laughing her ass off at us.
Hi, girlfriend.
Oh, Lord. You know, one of these days I'm going to get her in on one of these chats. One of these days. I just got to get her in the right mood.
You see, the thing is, you really should.
Oh, yeah, I intended. Well, see, like I said, I initiated her today. She got the full initiation. She shot her first, not only handgun, but her first AR today. And
that is awesome.
Hold on. Not only did she shoot a handgun, she shot a .357 Magnum.
Fucking sweet.
Now is she making you buy her one of each now?
I told her I'd get her. I told her today if she wanted an AR, I'd get her one.
I need to talk.
Well, then you can talk all you want.
Yeah, he's right here. Hold on. All up in my. There you go. Hi, buddy. What you want to talk about?
I need to talk to guys.
You need to talk to the guys. Okay. Sorry.
What's going on, buddy? What's on your mind?
Kitty cat. That's what he wants to do.
Look at the kitty.
Hmm?
Oh, I know we need to talk Daddy into letting us have one of those because it is cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool.
We get it.
Yeah, we need a kitty.
Gizzard, that cat is looking at us like you don't feed it enough.
I think that cat looks at everything like you don't feed it enough. That looks like one hungry little putty cat.
You hungry?
Yeah, gunpowder let our son break the internet.
Why does she always get the blame? How come it's not you? How about I think Tardot's doing it and just blaming it on her.
All right, if that's how you want to be, Tardot. We don't have to get a cat.
Okay.
You ain't got to sit there and keep on kicking me out.
Stop. Mom. Stop.
Lord have mercy. The abuse that goes on in that relationship.
Yeah, George, there's a kitty over here in the chat.
Got that. I got that.
How much does that cat weigh, Gary?
I don't know.
My cat weighed 28 pounds. That cat's probably at least 45.
No.
Its head is as big as yours, Gary.
That cat is 3.
He's 3.
Yeah, he's 3.
He's 3.
He is 3.
I think he's a little more than 3.
He's 3.
4.
He'll be 4 in June.
He'll be how old?
He'll be 4 in June.
Tiger.
He'll be 4 in June. Well, you're not off, buddy.
He's
You're not
a
off.
tiger.
He's a tiger.
Yeah, Miss Tiger.
He apparently likes tigers.
Yeah, he's got 3 pretty much body-sized tigers here. 2 are white tigers and one's a regular one.
Well,
I got a tiger too. I got a tiger.
I'm gonna go weigh him just so you guys leave me alone.
I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to find that old Buck Owens song. I got a tiger by the tail. Play it for him. It's a good song.
Oh, that boy's got 2 big ass stuffed tigers sitting in the living room.
Now that's a dang stuffed tiger.
Holy crow.
Yeah, him and his sister sit there and fall asleep on it all the time.
That thing's about the size of my body pillow. That thing's huge.
That is a big cat. I bet you could ride that one for a horse.
Our daughter does.
But anyway, get back to what I was saying earlier. I told the girlfriend that if she wanted an AR, I would get her one.
Yeah, but you let her shoot more than just an AR, so you got to get her like a 357, a AR. Yeah, you got to give her a variety.
Oh, well, of course, I realize this. I'm not, and I'm not stupid enough to let her steal mine. That's just no, it ain't gonna happen. I'll get you some of your own. You're not getting mine. I like mine. Tardot. It's you got to put your foot down, brother. That's all I'm saying. Just got to put that foot down.
Nah, sometimes you got to learn to share.
Share, hell, she done took it from you.
Yeah.
So what you do is you get one that's better than the one she stole.
Yeah, but magically, there's always these days where I move it to where I always keep all the guns, and she'll come in and go, "Where'd the 1911 go?" I put it where I put all the guns.
And where is that normally? In the safe.
On top of our pistol cabinet. That's where all the carry guns usually go.
Mm-hmm.
She sticks hers in her cabinet over her head, but I got the pistol cabinet on my side, and it's all the carry guns usually sit up there just for easy access.
It's weird. When I leave the house, I make sure I put all the guns in the safe. You know, they're all locked away. As soon as I get home at night, the shotgun comes out and one of the pistols come out. And sometimes it might be the 1911, sometimes it might be the 9mm. And here lately, it's been the 357. So it's just a matter of what I'm in the mood with. But I've always got the shotgun and a handgun sitting out. Am I the only one that does that? I mean,
really,
by
all
far
I do,
not.
I say normally for me, my carry gun is always on my hip unless I'm going to bed. And then at that point, it's sitting up on top of the pistol cabinet where all I got to do is stand up. I can grab it in just freaking half a second and be ready.
Yeah, same here. I just set mine on the table next to the bed and just take it out of the holster, set it there when I lay down, and put it back in the next morning when I get dressed.
Yeah. And see, the thing is with like having the shotgun out and all that, if we didn't have little kids, that would be an option. But little kids running around, I don't want to have that stuff sitting down.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I used to think when I got home I needed to get my bigger guns out and stuff like that, but I'm thinking lately it's like, hell, if that's good enough to defend me while I'm out and about, it's good enough to defend me in the house too.
Well, I you can't argue with that, but
heck, if it hits the fan that much, I can use the other stuff, buy me some time to open up the cabinet real quick. My cabinets don't take too long to open.
I can get it open pretty quick.
Well, see, my cabinet's key locked, so I have to fumble with the key, figure out the right key, and this, that, and the other.
Well, my long gun cabinet is a key lock, but my handgun cabinet, it's just a combination.
Yeah, well, see, that's my little. I got two. I got this big gun rifle cabinet, and then I've got the smaller, just pistol cabinet or safe that I keep on top of it.
My cabinets are all key lock, but the keys are so drastically different. There ain't no fumbling. I can find those keys in a second.
If you've ever seen roll calls where he's got that stack on gun cabinet and then he's got a sentry safe on top of it, that's about the exact same thing I got at my house. And I got the two safes bolted together so they ain't picking up the handgun cabinet and walking off with it.
Smart guy.
Hell,
I had a friend.
Our rifle cabinets or our rifle cabinets bolted into the wall, and of course the pistol cabinet is built into the wall, so that crap ain't going nowhere.
I ain't got it bolted to the wall, but it's bolted to the floor.
Do you remember those old metal refrigerators, sort of roundish, oblong looking things?
Yeah.
I had a buddy turn one of them into a gun safe.
I thought about doing that one myself, actually.
You know what? It looked good when he was done with it. He used the top portion to store ammunition. The bottom was his guns. And it worked perfect. And I was like, and he says, I ain't got to worry about lock because it's already got a lock in it. Because those old refrigerators all had these little turn locks on them. You could lock the refrigerator up. And I was like, that ain't a bad idea. That's pretty ingenious right there now. So I'm thinking that I might be going out and looking for an old refrigerator somewhere, trying that one myself.
Yeah, I've kept my eye out for a number of years for something just to fit that bill, and being able to have it key locked, that's cool. And really, you can gut it out, and they're not very heavy once you gut them out. But you can bolt them to the floor, no problem.
Yep. And people look at it, and the first thing they're going to think, well, that's just got food in it. They ain't going to worry about that too much anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you're like us.
Does this guy have a refrigerator in his bedroom? That's weird.
So that's what I was about to say. Yeah, if you're like us, you got it in your bedroom. People will be looking and go, what the heck is that doing in here? Somebody's got an eating problem.
Well, that's why, that's why, put my food, a big sticker, my food, stay out on the, make them think you're just some kind of super foodie.
So here's the question: did that fridge still work? Was he using it to keep his guns cool and everything?
No. He had all the guts tore out of it. There was no motor in it or anything like that. It was just basically the frame and the inside. And he took those little screw-in hooks, those 2-prong hook things, and that's what he used as the racks. And it worked fine. So, hey, he bought that thing for less than $50. Now he's got a decent gun safe. And I guess if you wanted to make it even more secure, you could probably screw in some, a padlock thing onto it.
That wouldn't be hard.
No, hell no. Screw it, put a bolt all the way through it, bolt it down on the other side. You ain't jerking it out, that's for sure. Not with that crowbar.
I'd probably go off the deep end with it and actually have to put a fingerprint scanner on it or something.
That would be interesting. I'll tell you something else I was thinking about. You seen those old cedar chests, the big heavy ones?
Yes, I like those.
You take one of those and you put some felt down at the bottom of it and use that for 2 or 3 rifles down at the bottom. And then you just, put a shelf over them so you can't see what's actually at the bottom. Be a perfect place to hide some rifles.
Mm-hmm.
And have like a false bottom.
See, I'm kind of partial to the little vending machine that you see make its rounds on a Facebook every once in a while.
Yeah, I've seen that one too. And they say that damn thing actually has drinks in it. You can actually put money in it and get drinks out of it.
Yeah, I want to get one of those old bubblegum dispenser things and fill it full of 9mm.
That would be cool.
That would be cool as shit. I have to admit, yeah, that would be cool.
Or 22. You could put 22 long rifle in there, a whole bunch of it.
Put a quarter in and get 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
See, that would be the deal if you owned a gun range and you sold them a bag of ammo or a box of ammo, and it's like, well, if you need a couple extra rounds, there's the vending machine.
I mean, who don't get done at the range and I wish I had 10 extra rounds.
Yeah. It's weird the way they sell bullets. They'll sell them in packs of 20. They'll sell them in 25s, depending on the company, and then it's 50. There's nothing in between that 25 and that 50, though, as far as I know. I've never seen anything.
See, now y'all just gave me an amazing idea. We need to start looking into taking old like Coke and Pepsi and Dr. Pepper vending machines and then getting like tennis ball bottles and just filling them up with ammo and making it a ammunition vending machine.
Buddy, put that in a gun shop or a shooting range, you'd make a fortune.
Heck yeah.
Well, it could easily be done with those vending machines that serve like the sandwiches or the fruits, the big like door ones where you have to slide the door open to get into the cubby hole.
But I'm even thinking of just going cheap and using like the old school Coke machines where it just drops it down and shakes it up for you as it comes down to the bottom.
You could put Saturday night specials in there and stuff, for like 100 and a quarter.
That's amazing. See, that's why people like this chat, because we come up with some damn good ideas around here.
Yeah, the Kel-Tec vending machine won't get much use though.
You might get a lot of use out of a high point vending machine. You put it over in the hood.
No, I've owned a high point or two.
I've never owned a high point ever.
I still do own the carbine.
Ghost swears by them. Ghost will swear by the high points.
The carbines, though, man. The carbines are like a different animal for high point. Those things. I now a buddy of mine here in Iowa, she's got one of them things in 40, and I picked it up, and it was probably one of the dirtiest weapons that I've picked up in years. And this thing not only shot completely reliably, but was accurate as hell.
See, I haven't messed a whole lot with high points, but just going off the fact that they're cheap, and I've seen some of those police locker videos where they show some of the crap that they just get from crime scenes, and it's usually cheapest high point you could find.
Yep. Jennings,
Well,
high points.
For the longest time, the high point was the ones that they were getting off gangbangers as much as possible. Now they're starting to see a different trend. They're starting to see the sky pistols being one of the big ones that they're pulling off gangbangers.
Well, they say people will come in and buy like 4 or 5 of those in a shot.
Yeah, they were starting to get an awareness of that with the sky pistols, and now there was speculation on if they were going to generate some kind of report if you bought 4 or 5 of them at once.
Well, see, that just goes to show most gangbangers aren't very intelligent. If they were,
No, it just kind of sounds like they follow the trend of what's the worst pistol we can buy right now.
Exactly. If they would listen to folks on the channels, they would know to stay away from the sky. We constantly tell people don't buy sky. It's crap.
Well, they aren't going to hold on to them long enough for the pins to walk out. Probably.
Right.
Well.
Yeah, if you watch any of those little documentaries where they talk to the gang members and all that, they always say they buy those whatever they can get their hands on the cheapest, and usually it's I'm going to buy it and then throw it away. Or you see the ones where they talk about buying one of those guns that was made in like the Philippines or something, where it was illegally made, and then it's somehow makes it over here, and they buy it and they turn around and sell it for a couple grand to make some money off of it. They basically look for one-time use.
I watched a documentary about that. They were making illegal 1911s by hand in the Philippines.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Crazy.
To order, they make these guns, and apparently the workmanship is freaking awesome. You get a decent damn gun.
And then it goes to California and like doubles or triples its sale price.
I would not mind owning one of those handmade Filipino 1911s.
Just in case the ATF is listening, his views do not match the views of the rest of us necessarily.
Hey, I did not say that I'd buy it illegally. I would not mind having one of those guns.
I can't say much. Mine came from Brazil. So.
Taurus?
Yep.
I just wouldn't mind having more 1911s.
Okay, gunpowder. How many 1911s is too many 1911s?
Is there really such a thing as too many 1911s?
Well,
I've got 2 hands, so if I had one on each hip and then 2 at the back, I think I'd be okay with 4.
I think it really comes down to how many holsters can I really wear, and how many pistol cabinets can I actually build.
Well, if that's my issue, then I know for a fact we can build a lot of pistol cabinets. So I guess it's unlimitless or limitless. Yeah, limitless.
Yeah,
there is a question for you there, Alice, in the side chat.
Let's see here. Which side here?
Espartas.
Let's see. Outlaw, do you have a Patreon? Yes, Sparta, I do have a Patreon. It's the Outlaw Hatfield. You can look me up there, buddy. And if
Yeah,
you,
just to do our little plug routine. Pretty much, I think almost all of us probably have some form of Patreon.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think we all do.
and I don't have as many fans as Ellis does.
Yeah, if you sign up for my Patreon, what you're going to get is I do a monthly giveaway for what's called a goat gun. It's a little metal model gun, and I pick a winner every month to get one of these things. And hold on, and I will show you the one that I'm giving away for. It'll be given away next month, but it's for this month.
I'm gonna have to
Hey,
get more patrons before I can afford to really give anything away.
Oh well, this
I'm
one,
probably
the one I'm giving
I was-
away this month is a limited edition. There's only 1,000 of them being made. So if I can find it,
sweet. Who did you suck up to at the goat gun place?
nobody. But I am now one of their affiliates.
Gotcha.
So,
See, that's what I got to start doing. Start looking at getting some affiliates going. I been slacking on that.
yeah, so if anybody is interested in buying the goat gun, let me know. I will send you a link, and through that link, I will get some payoff too. So,
I'm gonna say, do I have to use the code Hatfield when I order the thing or something?
nothing like that. Just go to this.
Now people did their plugs for their Patreon, and I'll let you know, if you sign up for Patreon, what you will get is absolutely nothing. If you sign up for my Patreon.
Yeah.
See, right now I've got goals that I haven't reached yet, but I'm probably going to start doing giveaways for some of the paracord stuff I got.
This is the one I am giving away for this month.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, $100 bills is the skin on it. It's a AWI sniper rifle, or AWM, excuse me. So you go to the Goat Gun website, and it'll show you how to put it together here. And like
really
I said,
cool.
this is a limited edition. They're only making 1,000 of them, as far as I know. So that's the giveaway for this month.
Those are pretty cool.
Yep. So anybody that wants to get in part of that giveaway, go in, donate some money through Patreon, and you're automatically into the contest.
Maybe I'll be the lucky one this month.
Maybe you will. There's always that chance.
And if I win, I will do a video and show everybody.
Well, I would appreciate that. I really would. Now, here's the catch. If you sign up and you become a Patreon, for every dollar up to $5 you sign up, you get an entry into the contest. So far, everybody that is donated has only donated $1. So right now, it's an even opportunity for anybody to win. So if somebody comes in and donates $5, well, that gives them 5 entries automatically.
I don't have multiple tiers in mine yet. I just have $1 level. I didn't figure anybody'd give more than $1 for my stuff.
I did 3 or 4 tiers, and I thought the same thing at first, and then pretty much everybody did $1, and then I had 1 or 2 show up and start doing 5.
Well, and like I said, right now I only have 8 Patreons, so it's going to be one of those 8 people that's going to win it.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at. I've got I think 8 or 9.
I have 7.
I will find out exactly how many I got. Just give me a second.
Let's put it this way: I got a lot more going out than I got coming in right now.
Well, that's me. I'm spending my own money for these giveaways. I'm not making enough on Patreon to actually pay for anything that I'm doing for my actual Patreons, so it's coming out of my own pocket. So, and I don't mind that. I really don't, as long as I've got the money to um, afford it, I can do that. And here's what's weird: it says I got 9 Patreons, but I'm only getting $8 a month. I don't see how that's working, but
That's what mine says too. But if I go to the list, it shows the full amount. So
It's because when you look at it, it's showing you after fees and everything are taken out with their 10 or their what is it, like 5% fee or whatever.
that makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, guys, if you want to donate to the channel, I'm quite happy to have you, and I'll put you into the contest, and you have a chance to win a goat gun. Matt's dying to win one. He ain't won one yet.
How did you get on as a affiliate with them? Did they have a link, or did you have to email them?
They had a link, so anybody could do it, I guess. But I actually have been intending on giving them a call because I've noticed that several people on gun channels have got in contact with them, and they've actually sent them some shit. And I was like, wait a minute, I was the first one to do this. Why ain't I getting shit? So
Yeah. Well, I know Gunpowder. I think she said the knife that she gave away. I think it was through Family Protection Agency or something. She could probably jump in and say, but I think she was talking about being an affiliate for them or something. They
that
sent
was
her. She bought the knife and they sent her like a bunch of stickers and patches and all kinds of crap to go with it.
Yeah, I signed up to be a member, and I'm still waiting to get an email back because I'm looking into becoming an affiliate with them. It's Family Protection Association. And every month they send me really cool stuff since I paid the $17 membership. And so I got the knife this month, and then every month it's different. You can sit there and get different stuff throughout the month, but you have to pay shipping and stuff for it, which really isn't bad for how much stuff they have out there.
Oh, here's another thing, guys. For all of y'all out there listening, I'm really close now to 200 subs. I can't wait to get to that particular mark. 500 is going to be great, but I'm really excited for 200. So remember, like this video, share this video, or any of my videos. Go back through them. If you find that one of the interviews that I like, share it, or that you like, share it. Throw it on Facebook or wherever else you're going to. Just help me out. Help me get to that 200, and through that, maybe I can get to 5. That's the goal. I want to see how far this thing's going to take me. I'm also planning on expanding into doing regular podcasts. I'm not sure how that works as of yet, but I want to get these shows out there to as many platforms as possible. I mean, I don't do like the regular produced content most of the time, so I'm not really worried about gun channels taking anything that I do off. I mean, they don't ever even see my face 90% of the time. I mean, so, but just in case, I can do the podcast from any place that puts them out there. So that's the plan. I just want to be able to do these shows, do these chats with you guys listening, with the people that's in here now, the people that will be in here later. Because I consider you folks family. I really do. Gizzard, Tardot, Ghost, Gunpowder, Clover, Midnight. No, Night Strike, of course, is actually family. G Webs. I consider you guys family. Your friends and family. And just having you guys on my shows, that's fine with me. I love that. We can bullshit, we can talk, we can, get points across. And, I try not to get too political on my shows. Every once in a while, yeah, I'll delve into it when I get something that pisses me off. But for the most part, I try to keep this shit lighthearted. It's like even the interviews, I try to keep away from political issues because you hear enough of that from everybody else. If I start talking politics, I'm pissed off about something. So I try to avoid it.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And like I'm one to talk because like, especially here lately, all my videos and stuff have been pretty much political. But yeah, I try to. It's like I shot a video tonight that I got to post probably tomorrow after I edit it, and yeah, it's just where I'm trying to get back to the basics. Like it's just pretty much a general. It's a video on cleaning supplies because I remember seeing some comments about what supplies to use, stuff like that. And so, yeah, I try to get back to that every once in a while just to kind of take us out of the normal rut of let's sit here and pretty much complain about everything.
Well, see, I've made myself very clear on where I stand on the Second Amendment and where I stand on gun control. It's no secret. Anybody that watches any of my shows knows exactly where I stand on that shit. I honestly think that the only gun control we need is how deep your pockets are. If you can afford it in this country, you should be allowed to buy it because we have a Second Amendment that says shall not be infringed. Period. And the Smiggy Man Cave just came on. So
There's
we're
that there was that blood relation night strike there.
Yep. But that's yeah, exactly. But say what you want about Night Strike, he's right about that. Shall not be
Oh,
infringed.
he's right.
Exactly.
And see, and that's why, I know Clover does it, Ghost does it, I do it. And there's a lot of us that do it. There's a ton of people that don't, but there's several of us that do it. That when we go to talk about these things, that's why it's not only given like this is what my point of view is, and this is what is actually happening. It's kind of given because if you watch chats when we have these live streams and everything, and we talk about those subjects, the one question that always comes up is how do we combat this? How do we address this? And it's usually that's why
Logic and
me,
reason.
Clover, Ghost, all of us we're trying to put out there that it's like here is the best way to go about it. Don't run up and scream in somebody's face and
No.
all
And
that. Just
it's like I
have
said on
that
another.
conversation.
It's like I said on another chat. If you start running up to people and you start, because the opposition is going to do that. That's what they want. They want to run up to you, scream at you, yell at you, spit on you. They're trying to get you to make a physical act. And as soon as they do, look what the gun owner did. That's going to put us all in a bad light. Not only that, if you start screaming and yelling, you don't know who you're screaming and yelling at. This could be somebody out there that's legitimately has no clue about firearms. They're not pro gun or they're not anti gun. They're just don't really know which side to fall on because they don't know the facts and they're trying to get information. And if you start yelling and screaming and hollering at everybody that you see at one of these rallies or whatever, it throws us all in a bad light. Stay calm. Don't get mad. Don't fall into that trap. And that's what it is. It's a trap. They're wanting you to screw up. When you screw up, somebody's going to be standing there with a cell phone saying, "Gotcha." Don't give them that ammunition. If they want to have a conversation with you, fine. And don't be baited. Stick to the facts. We know what the Constitution says. We know why the Constitution was written the way it was written. We know why the Second Amendment is in the Constitution and why it was written the way it was written. And they're going to start going, well, what about all the wonderful gun laws in Australia? Look at how much gun crime has dropped there. Yeah, okay. Gun crime has dropped because there's no guns, but look at all the other violent crime that's went up 300% since the guns got taken away. That's what they're not getting. That's the part that they're avoiding for some reason. Yes, gun crime has dropped, but violent crimes has shot through the roof. Breaking and enterings has shot through the roof. Burglary, stabbings shot through the roof. Why? People there don't have a right to bear arms. They don't have a right to protect themselves with a gun. It's a proven fact. More guns equals less crime. What's the old saying? An armed society is a polite society. Why is it a polite society? Because you're not going to be so willing to pull a gun on somebody you know has got one themselves and might be better able to use theirs than you are using yours. Common sense. You want common sense gun law? There's common sense gun law. How about we do something completely different? How about at the age of 18, we mandate that every child in the United States has to go to a gun class. They have to learn about firearms. That will take a lot of the mystique away from all these people who are afraid of them because they know shit about them. I've got a 357 Magnum sitting right out here. I'm not too worried about that 357 Magnum jumping up and shooting anybody. Why? Because I know it's not magic. I know that the hand of God is not going to reach down, pick it up, and start pulling the trigger on people. It don't work that way.
Speaking of common sense, I think if I have any common sense at all, I'm going to get myself to bed so I can get up in the morning and go to work.
I agree with you full-heartedly.
Yeah, I got to hop off here too.
Good night.
You gentlemen, or you gentlemen and ladies, have a fine evening.
You too.
Good night.
Yeah, I think we're going to call this one done, folks. We've been going over an hour. I didn't intend to go this long anyway. I'd like to thank all you people for listening, for stopping in, for saying hello. Gizzard, thank you. Gunpowder, thank you. Alan left earlier. And thank you too, buddy. And all you people.
Yeah, he's laughing over here because he sees the chicken on the screen.
All you people that's still out there watching this, I appreciate you. I truly do. God bless. Y'all have a good night, and we shall see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time for the Tuesday night chat. Y'all have a good one.
Night, everybody.